I love how you brought me everything else
Welcome
but
back
the
to
dice
3-Star channel, except for...
I forgot that.
Welcome back to 3-Star channel,
be
the
fair,
comments exactly what you
get
expect
your
to
own
see.
shit.
As I mess up the intro, it's fine, don't worry about
Megan,
it.
what was our math?
3.4 stars.
Woo!
We
Hats
have
off to you, Megan.
our, as we've kindly called her now, Merber.
Merberb.
We have our Merber back with us.
She commits murder. She's
On
a
only
murderer.
the highest resolution sensors.
Oh,
available
yeah.
to
Perfect.
mankind. And by highest, I mean a janky ass laptop from the something thousands.
Oh, you're really gonna have a lot of
It's
fun
actually
with
a
that.
newer laptop.
Is it really?
Yeah.
He's coming.
2019 or 20.
From the 2000 something tens.
It has almost the same.
All
laptop
right.
with you.
So,
Put it back.
I never wanted to roll
Get your
initiative.
own. It's mine.
What?
Steal it every time.
You are the man.
For the who has to do the thingy first?
How do you know?
Excuse me?
Because if it's not, I don't know what kind of fucking we're about to do with this. Whatever the fuck you said it was, but we're fucking something.
We're fucking.
Oh, wait.
What?
16.
Are we fighting or are we fucking? I'm
That is
still.
not
We're
what
getting fucked is what we are.
To be
Yeah, we
fair.
are getting fucked.
Luna, stop.
It depends. On a scale of 1 to 10, what's the magistrate look like?
They're a head.
Again,
A robotic head.
on a scale from 1 to 10, how pretty is that head?
I guess you could say they must be a
There's multiple
great head.
ones.
Hey, waka waka.
I am an elf and willing to fuck a bird if
One's
it
a level
asks. I
9.
don't know.
One's a 6. One's a 2. One's a 10. One's a 4. One's a 5.
The 2 is straight up the one that got in Rain's face. Which is the whole reason why he just.
One's a 6 if I missed one. I don't know. I don't know how many that was. Just kept rolling.
There's a 10 in there.
You should just made them all staggeringly ugly.
There's a human, a dragonborn, an elf, and a half elf, a gnome, a dwarf, a halfling.
So yeah.
I assume the elf or the half elf has to.
Alright, so. 25
No.
to 20.
There's the whole ass dwarf is the only one that's sexy.
I got 22.
Nice.
Oh wait,
I forgot to roll.
25 to 20.
Wait, what were we doing?
Initiative.
Oh,
5
1 second.
to 20?
Yeah.
Why is it 5 to 20?
25.
25 to
Oh,
20.
I heard 5 to 20, and I'm like, what the fuck?
How can Tabitha hear me better than you can?
1 second, I have some punishment.
She's got you over her ears, I don't.
Yeah, but the microphone's all the way over there.
I don't
You're
know.
loud, okay?
Exactly. How did you not hear me?
I have hearing issues, okay?
Ah, yes, this is fantastic.
I get it from my mom.
All right. 20 to 15.
16.
All right. 15 to 10.
13.
1 sec, I have to do math. 9, 10, 11. 11.
Okay.
Good job, baby.
Sentry. Give us the recap. Cause
It was the second highest.
no,
Actually,
my
that'd be
head
third
was
highest.
whoever's closest to 16, and that was 16.
Okay. Well, we arrived at the great city of. And we explored some.
That was perfect.
We found a library full of CDs. Let's see. That fucking one was said, hey, don't go there. Okay, I'm gonna go there. And instantly a dozen murder drones came out of nowhere and said, cease and desist, go back down, do not go there where you will die.
That happened.
Slowly went down. Where it kept going. Descend, descend, descend. I'm doing it.
And then we met the fucking hive mind, and now we're just vibing.
I like just everyone doing it.
No.
We get to deal with the sea consciousness.
Sounds great. Anybody else want to add to that recap?
Now you can have it, okay?
These things are suicidal if you tell them they're faulty.
Yeah, Laura just said, you're a mistake. Pretty much.
Just like, I'm like that out.
And the moment I walked back into the place,
Once
it was
was
like.
an accident. The second time was because I was mad.
Mhm.
The moment I walked back into the place, it was like, you've been invited. And I was like, invited.
We've been chosen. He was in.
Honestly,
my friends, I will see you in later stages of the great journey.
the moment that I was like, you've been invited, I was like, it's a cult.
Well,
This is a
the
whole ass cult.
The great journey is nigh, and nothing, not even these idiots can stop it.
We're walking into the light.
They were
All of a
prepared
sudden
for
there
our
was no
breakfast,
light.
we're not the dumbest.
Alright.
We walked
so,
into the light. All of a sudden there was no light. Made no sense.
Everyone is sitting in complete darkness, even though it's night vision, or dark vision. It's not your normal range. You only see about 5 feet in front of you. And all of these individual heads have now slowly disappeared as a bunch of hissing and whirring came out from the darkness as a cold, cool, collected voice says, "Welcome to the magistrate."
You put yourself way far away.
So-
We were all like real close.
What
Knocking
do y'all
everybody
do?
We were
over.
sitting in a circle.
So, what do y'all do?
Perish.
Hi.
Keep your goddamn mouth shut.
Hello.
So, why do you have things that are willing to kill us if we're flying outside?
Rules are made to be followed. And once one breaks a rule, one deals with punishments.
Kinky.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my dad told me that one time, and then I just up and left.
It's so much worse.
If you survive the punishments, that's good for you.
I don't know, your punishments were you will immediately die. So, I mean, I don't think you could survive immediate death.
There's
Well,
Absolutely, that's just another Tuesday for you.
What's the matter, man? You never survived being killed before.
I wholeheartedly have. You know all about that, don't you, Sindri?
Fuck you.
Our characters actually know about this, is what I'm trying to respond to. It's like, have we actually told our characters?
He
Like,
keeps
you guys-
heavily hinting at it.
Okay, I was
He
like,
hasn't
I don't
not
think we
been told to
actually-
anyone else yet.
He keeps making these snide comments.
But no one has asked. Why does Sindri know what it's No one has asked. We
All
just live this life of y'all not knowing, y'all being in the dark.
We just keep ignoring it because us as people know.
Your
It's fine.
presence here is welcome. We have use of individuals such as yourself.
Sounds like you have a job for us.
You slowly start hearing footsteps coming closer to you.
I really
Just
like
ahead,
to
so that's-
see the person that I'm possibly going to be doing a job for.
So much for the job that we were already in the middle of doing.
I have
was
done
real
so many
chatty
jobs
for
at
one
once.
without
It
the
is
charisma
perfectly
score.
fine.
Of course.
This is so much better.
And light slowly starts to
Thank you.
fill the room, almost emanating from, almost being the source as y'all self, until the entire room is lit up. In front of you stands a single robot, completely in gold. It has no facial expressions except for a mouth that moves and has a complete human form, almost as if what would be described as peak physical fitness, with no identifying gender.
Alright, so here's the important question. On a scale of 1 to 10.
I just said it's the peak physical fitness.
Hey,
And
some
here,
peak
Some
physical
peak.
fitness people are ugly,
He
okay?
has no face except for a mouth.
He has no
He's not. It's not even.
He
It's not
doesn't-
even a he.
So no
he doesn't
eyes.
even register on the scale.
No eyes?
It's like
No
measuring.
nose?
It's like measuring an organ
There's
with
no
how
eyes, no
aptly
nose,
it is.
no nothing. It's just a smooth plate with a mouth. The mouth is not a split that goes all the way across, as you've seen once or twice in here. This is actually what looks like a very detailed human mouth, or
Got
humanoid mouth.
This is some atomic heart.
Okay, that sounds terrifying.
This shit has no face but completely kissable is what he just said.
So you must be really good at poker night, huh?
On the bright side, you don't have to worry about getting any cum in any eyes.
eye contact.
This is where Garrus dies. I love you guys.
I'm assuming that was out of character.
No.
Yes.
Completely Garrus.
Garrus wouldn't have known that. That was Elliot. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Completely
You must
Garrus'
hate
thought.
playing poker with you.
I have not played that game in some time.
You really should. It's good for the soul.
Have played.
Always sees the one robot.
Oh yes, sorry. You also do see the individual heads surrounding the room attached to an arm that that goes into the wall. But just as if you saw it's kind of the same as the arm you saw the librarian in, but this is just the head on the end of it, and it has the ability to, as y'all seen before, extend out to the center of the room. And y'all are in the very center of this room.
That is uncanny. I don't like that.
Each head has its own individual arch that is stationed in, and is for right now is silent and just staring at the figure.
Why can none of your robots out there know anything about this place?
Yeah,
Like your tour guide can't tell us the name, when it was built, who built it.
Well, I think they gave us a day when it was built. Like, there was a time.
We have a date.
We just didn't know who built it. Or
Yes, that is unfortunate. And that is part of the reason why I said we could use someone with your skill. As you may have noticed, our city is less than functioning right now.
So, quick question: what's the name of the city? Where are we at?
Or can you also not tell us that?
Kilo!
While I have
She's fine. Leave her alone.
all the knowledge that we have collected here, even I am unable to grasp what we were once called. I know it, but I don't. Have you ever had a memory that was unable to be grasped fully? You know it is there, but thus whenever you look for it, you cannot find it.
Every
That's
fucking day, my dude.
some Thursday bullshit.
Like every fucking day.
So somehow y'all lost control of memories, but you still have full control over telling your robots to kill people and still be a tour guide. They just can't know everything?
Certain functions are simple, while others are more complex. Memories are easy whenever it's just 1 + 1 = 2. But whenever it's what is the color of the sky on the night when the meteor shower is active, it's a lot harder to place. A lot more details become fuzzy. And some are basic. Some are not citizens, but merely tools that are used. Just as your bow on your back, or your book on your thigh, or that ring on your finger.
How do you know anything about us?
I am connected. I am, for lack of a better term for y'all to understand, the head of this city.
Sorry, my bad. Continue.
Everything that ever touches our streets or our pathways, I know about. Unfortunately, individuals have not touched our pathways or our streets for some time. And thus, we needed to shut down whenever the problems were noticed to conserve power and ensure that no more damage was done.
So when your memories and everything started getting taken away, is that when all of your citizens or helpers started panicking and descending into nowhere whenever they got told they're faulty? Or was that always a thing?
Whenever a tool breaks, a tool must be replaced. Those tools are not our citizens.
So the librarian is not a citizen?
It's not a citizen. It is merely a guide, but just for an individual building.
So was there like elves and gnomes and things here as citizens?
Yes, these were here. Each head you see around you represents an individual race that would call our place home. There was more than just these races, but these were the most prominent.
So is this like a council?
Yes. But, back to why y'all are here. We do not know why, but somewhere in this city something has been corrupting what we know. Something has been tearing us apart, stopping the flow. We do not know what it is, and any guards that have been sent to check upon it have been cut off from even my reach.
Do you know where the corruption is located?
We do not. We know, from the best of our knowledge, that the
Kilo,
worst
what
of
are you
it
doing,
is
honey?
below ground,
Trying to get bits.
underneath.
Sometimes take a second.
It's underneath?
Yes.
Is there a way to get down there safely?
Don't tap the basement.
I can give you a way. There also is the device upon the tower that has stopped functioning properly.
Do you think it has something to do with the corruption that's beneath, or?
That was noticed right before we decided to go offline.
Okay, so the corruption has been here, and that has been corrupted most recently?
Yes.
Can you give me access to go up there?
We can provide that.
It does not have to be all of us if that is a problem for you.
Do we have to
To go up.
Do we have to promise you our firstborn or something, or?
No. And as I said, anywhere in this city, you are under my gaze.
But you don't have eyes.
My eyes are everywhere.
How many fingers am I holding behind my back?
Give me a sleight of hand.
What's in it for us?
That is an excellent question.
17.
Okay, how many are you holding up behind your back?
2.
Alright. 2.
Damn, he is good.
It would have been funny as shit if we'd had the camera a little bit different, or you could have just been like, I already see it.
One thing that can be offered is the knowledge that is in this city. It is vast and old. But we also can allow connections. Your individual tunnel that y'all took is only one of many that stretch across this entire continent. Usually, there's something going in it to make it go faster, but that particular one has broken down for some time.
You said you know everything that has touched your streets.
Yes.
Does that involve the storm that's been going around this city and area around here?
What about your doggy boy?
I have no records of a storm touching our city streets since before it went offline till today. Although I see a storm to the north of here,
I'm supposed to be investigating that storm to figure out how to stop it.
We have a pathway that leads in that direction that you would have access to if you decide to help us.
You said your guards go offline. Does it feel to you like they got killed? Or like they're... And the best words I can put it, their batteries got drained?
It did not feel as if the batteries were drained, nor did it feel of death. It felt as if it was an instant split. As if it was there for 1 second and gone the next. No small fade away, but an instant snap.
I would like to investigate your tower before we decide if we're going to go down or not. To help you in your... Oh, that sounds horrible. To help you below ground. Saying help you in your underground sounded so gross.
You're the one over here with the dirty mind, you pervert.
And that can be arranged. Please, extend your hands.
Why?
Are we all going up or...
It'll be best, it'll be easier if all of you have access.
So you're currently online after having been offline?
Yes.
I extended my hand.
Yeah, I'm still. Why would I want to do that?
It's going to walk over to you. Is going to take your hand in its, put another one over you. Bzzz. There's a flash of light, and for a second you feel searing heat into your hand.
Nice.
As you take 7 points of fire damage.
Kid, this is a bunch like, no thank you.
Bro, okay.
It's just me, don't worry.
I mean, unless Raksha put her hand in the middle.
Anybody else stick their hand
Whenever
out?
the hand is removed, there is a very elegant golden mark on the back of your hand that runs down to a ring that is around your wrist.
I already got some tattoos. I don't want no clashing.
What's that for?
That is access. Your key to many doors.
Does that mean we get to open up all those doors we tried to touch earlier?
We cannot get into the houses without the access of the people who said we can get into the houses.
Is this a master key?
This does not have access to those
This is
individual buildings.
This is just for the tower?
And
For
the
now.
underground.
Once it has been installed, we can update it to give access to other places without you having to return.
Still no seeing what the profit
Will I be able
is.
to communicate with you throughout the city?
Of course. As I said, I am everywhere.
How?
Just think or talk, whichever you prefer.
What do we even try to fix here?
So, on the table currently would be knowledge, access to all of the knowledge that this city possesses.
He can give access to most of it. Some of it is a reason why we find ourselves in our current predicament.
And if we...
And the continental tunnel system access?
Yes, though it will take some time afterwards to get it up and running. We will still be allowed to. We should be able to get it running.
Will we be able to know where the nearest accesses are? Have a bit of a map of the layout?
I can...
It wouldn't be much help to have access to this and not know how to use it or where to use it.
Is going to extend its hand to you, Rain, and ask for the hand you just gave. If you wish to know where they are, then do this. It is going to turn your hand over and say, open. And from the ring, all of a sudden, a small light will shoot up, showing a map of the continent with small dots all around.
Don't worry, guys. We don't say open anymore. I know where they all are now. I have perfect memorization of any maps I've ever seen.
This also gives you a bit too
That
much
quickly though.
access
Makes no
to
sense.
our own private thoughts.
That's
Okay.
a part of being a hunter.
We do not pry in things that are not freely given.
What?
I
Excellent
think
memory of maps.
one of your connections informed you of that.
That's what the guy has as well.
Yes.
Yes, Ferna made mention.
Is that the name it goes by now?
It is the name given and the name it accepts. What do you know of it, then?
I know that it's almost as old as us, if not slightly older. And I know that it wanders, looking for something that it does not know what it
Wholeheartedly still believe what it is looking for is in the storm.
its connection may be there.
Also, do y'all, for some unknown reason, have a random, like, playing card somewhere that y'all are connected to? Because apparently those are, like, important things to find. I found one. Sindri found one. Raksha had one. Alara and Garrus had one. They were all the sixes of a certain type.
There are many cards in this city. I would have to know more specifically what you're looking for.
Pulls out my playing card. Something like this, but not this exact one.
Part of a set.
Like the wolf is the king of hearts.
One of the heads is going to extend itself from the wall and behind you and kind of look at the back side of the card.
Which one?
That one would be the gnome. It closes its eyes for a second before opening them, and blue light appears and goes up and down the card before closing them again and extending back to the wall. I can look into it to see if any of ours matches.
How could we add that to the deal? We're looking to collect them.
We can provide help with trying to locate some. So, extends its hand back out. Shall we continue?
Only under the promise that we'll be safe from you and your citizens to the best of your knowledge and capabilities.
No harm will be taken on my account as long as rules are followed while here. First offenses may not mean immediate punishment because y'all are new here, but warnings will be given whenever those arise. If one continues to disobey, then one will face the punishment.
So as long as we play by the rules you set out, we're safe.
Yes. We will not go out of our way to do harm to you. There would be no reason in it.
I'm pretty sure if they wanted to, they would have already.
I mean, we're not exactly super invulnerable right now.
No, but they're not super powerful considering they're being corrupted. You would happen to lose all of that knowledge if we left.
If you left, we would go offline once again until another arises.
Given that you haven't had any help, I assume this isn't exactly a heavy trafficked area. I can imagine that would take a lot of time and a lot more knowledge would be lost.
I mean, no matter what, I can always come back and help at any time.
We have yet to lose any knowledge since going offline, so there's no indication that we would lose more for going off again. For you,
Presently.
this might have been a very long time, but for us, it was only 2 seconds ago.
Presently.
Present knowledge can be acquired. We have ways, even to look into the past, to know what happened.
What do you think?
Thinking, how am I going to buy some new shirts if they're not giving me the money?
It is still having its hand extended forward.
And
Has not
nobody
moved,
else
or
is
has
there.
not
We're
moved.
like, fuck that shit, we just watch them get hurt.
You don't have another way of doing this other than branding, do you?
This is not branding.
Sure as hell looks like it.
This is implanting.
Sounds so much worse.
So fancy branding.
If that is what y'all wish to call it.
If you know everything that comes through your streets, then you can probably hazard a guess as to why I would prefer something less invasive.
Do we get to know the rules through that? Nifty little trinket?
It will inform you of them, yes.
Will it inform them before we break them and receive the warning?
If you so wish. All you must do is turn your hand over and speak to it.
And
It
my
will
two
provide the
companions-
best of its knowledge.
And my two companions outside are safe? Though not involved.
No harm is happening to them. No harm will. Unless it is brought upon them by themselves.
Am I free to refuse the implant?
You are. You are also free to leave then.
Fuck.
Am I able to have per se a +1 for her if I agree to take the punishment if she fails to do something? As a
This
part
is
of
the question. What? Are you saying like you take the punishment for her if she does something.
Not Alara. Sindri.
Sindri.
Not Alara.
Oh, sorry.
I know she's gonna fuck up
Sindri.
and do something.
I would like
Hey.
I would like to make it clear to the magistrate. This isn't a refusal to cooperate or work with you.
Oh yes, I know. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Very
But
much
it's
notice
still
that
a-
you have
Very
to
well
have
aware of
access.
Yeah.
So yes, this was a
With you're talking about with the implanting, right?
yes. If she doesn't, can she still go with me if I agree to take
The punishment.
any punishment that may require from her?
Each individual that comes here is required to have this if they wish to stay. That is one of the things that cannot be taken on by someone else.
Well, that causes a slight problem because I have not personally had fantastic experiences with invasive body modification.
Does it make you feel any better if I tell you it doesn't actually hurt that bad? And
No.
it doesn't. It's not. It's
In
not
your
getting
mind,
into me at all.
in
Like,
deep speech, you hear, we can help you find the illithid and let you know who is which if you decide to help.
Just gonna tap my tattoo on one arm and be like,
And we can help to remove that if you so wish.
does that come off too at some point?
What?
The
The
implant
thing
thing.
that you
The
gave
implant
us.
thing. We can remove it if it is needed or if it is wanted.
No longer will.
As-
We do not keep people here against their will unless they give us reason to do so.
So it's only a requirement to be in the city to be marked.
And to have access to our resources and our help.
Does that include the tunnel network?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
you have to have the thing.
Yes.
Use tunnels.
I'm trying to do a character thing and not.
I know.
I'm
I
not
know,
trying to
it's
make
great.
everyone's lives difficult. I'm like, there's a reason Sidra does not like tattoos.
I know. Do it.
Denver's also, not making it easy for all of us.
I know, isn't that wild? It's almost like he has a shit-eating grin on his face right now.
He knows the Sindri's not gonna like it. He's ready to go. Get the fuck out of my city, Sindri.
It's also funny as shit because the only one that has actually done it so far is Rain. And we're just like,
Still has its hand extended.
That's because knowledge is one of Rain's favorite things to gain. So the moment he heard you gain knowledge, he was like,
yeah, I was
know,
told
I
I
drew the
could.
tattoo.
I'm like, I want money. I'm a material boy.
yeah, city boy, shut the fuck up.
If you don't mind me asking, is there any
Yeah,
compensation
Can
we
you
would
hand me a pack of
receive
fuck
for
items?
attempting, even
I
if we
better be able
cannot
to reach it from my chair because if not,
find
no.
the solution you seek?
If adequate information is able to be provided, even if it is unable to be fixed, then we can still allow you access
Not that.
to both the city and
No.
a select number of access.
What do you want?
Why did the seven around us not speak much? Why only you?
They are welcome to speak at any time they deem appropriate,
The Cheetos.
but if they deem not it being appropriate, then they do not speak. They are not machines, though they may look like it.
well, I think I'm gonna have to take the tattoo whether I want to or not.
Just
When
gonna,
the implant.
Knowing that I'm down to help, can I go ahead and get access to the above so
No.
that I can go look around?
I'm going to very hesitantly stick my hand out.
are we doing the thing?
Alright?
Only because I have literally no other option.
Alright. Stick your hand out. Sets the hand on top.
I mean, push
Same as
comes to
before.
shove. At
You take
minimum,
7 points of fire damage.
You
we
could just
would
keep the
get
7 at this point.
access to their little tunnel system across the continent. Imagine the schemes we could come up with and get money that way.
Alright, fine.
Didn't.
You want me to hold your hand?
No,
I can
would.
still hear my hands sizzling.
And
Gareth
have you never had that
sticks
happen
his
before?
hand.
Come on, Sindri. Didn't you tell me you got
Your hand?
tortured?
Yeah.
You can't tell me that little bit of pain was
You take
anything to you.
1 point of fire damage.
So how does that do if I have
Dude, my
resistance
max
to fire
health is
damage? I
37.
just take
That's not a
just
small amount.
one? That's rude.
Minimum of 1 damage.
Rude. Nice.
Unless you're,
I was like,
you're
oh shit, that really
vulnerable.
didn't hurt.
Unless you're invulnerable to it.
My dude, I have,
Immune,
I have
yeah,
37
not
max health. That's not an insignificant
A
chunk.
proof of good faith that doesn't benefit you, because everything about
Yes, you
this has only been to your benefit and not ours.
You have one sitting right beside you.
Oh.
I don't know anything about you. You can't tell me anything presently. And everything about this is heavily in your favor. And since you know about the book, I'm sure you can see why that would make me less inclined to follow. I don't have my phone right now. I have to go get it.
1432.
What about 1432?
Waves its hand, and a door materializes out of the wall. Or not out of the wall, out of the floor. It is against one of the walls, and you hear some whirring. As slowly, from the entranceway, an arm appears with one of the librarians on it. The librarian is holding a small plastic container with a singular disc inside, extends it out to the individual. It takes it and hands it to you.
What is this?
I believe information on that device will help you with your weaving incident.
Shit.
This bitch not only knows your name, but it knows your whole makeup, bitch. That was not in character. That was just me.
Nah, but it'd be like, bruh, she's like, we could scheme so much. I was like, I did it. Peer pressure, do it. Do
Very well.
the thing. Do you want me to hold your hand?
Do you want to try?
Yeah, let's go. Will it hurt me if I
That's the
hold
same
your other
thing.
hand?
Same white flashes the floor, and you take 7 points of fire damage.
You're the only one that didn't take 7.
I wasn't gonna take 7 anyway, bitch.
Alright?
Someone's.
Go resistance to this shit, cause I'm
Triple
always
sevens. Does
on.
that mean we win the lottery or something?
There's
Yeah.
a 1 in between it.
Yeah, so if I had
7, 7, 1, 7.
Damn.
Has his hand extended and looks at you.
Hey, Merberberb.
Well, may have to give her 1 second because I did just send her stuff.
Yep, it's reacting.
Come here.
Just kind of mutter, oh to hell with it, just watch the feathers.
Nice.
No, come here.
You said you just what?
Oh, to hell with it.
Oh, to
Watch the
hell with it,
feathers.
Just watch the
So
feathers.
she stuck out her hand.
You take 1 point of fire damage.
What the fuck, man?
And I rolled different ones each time, and it still either rolled a 7 or a 1.
Yeah, 1 or 7. That's
Oh,
what
there
just.
it rolls a 4.
There is no middle. There is only maximum or minimum.
I mean, it wasn't maximum,
Well,
What,
there's
didn't
but, you know, it was high.
Are you rolling a d8?
Maybe.
No, I was rolling a d12. We just got lucky.
I was rolling a D100.
Got 7.
yeah,
Like
D100
that.
that only rolled 1 and 7.
Dude, you
Man, the cleric wants that one bad.
dude, you rolled
Yes.
a d100 wrong for me, and I'm just gone.
Alright.
Could
We
withstand the
appreciate-
d100 potential.
We appreciate your help, and we look forward to knowing what you find out. And it's going to turn around, it's going to walk back towards the wall, and at this point you see that in the wall there is an opening that perfectly is shaped to this individual's makeup. There is about an inch of gap in between it, and the individual turns, walks back into the wall, and whenever it does that, small tubes extend out and make connections all across the body. Tubes and wires and everything connect to it.
Nice. He had to plug himself back in to recharge.
Night night.
One final bit of information. If you wish, those can be invisible. An interesting point. Each one of your marks looks slightly different from the one before it.
How so? Describe it.
Tell us what they look like, DM.
So,
Start with
what it
Ray.
is very similar to... Here, just a second. Just draw it for y'all, I guess. I don't
What's it look like?
trusty notepad.
I don't trust this.
I don't trust this either.
It's fine. It didn't hurt that bad.
I'm fine.
Speak for
I mean,
yourself.
I'm with Garrus on that. I honestly, the way you guys were reacting, I thought it would hurt a lot more.
Seriously.
The pain isn't the thing that's concerning.
It's
I
fine.
mean, yeah, fair.
I don't know about you, but
I've
I
sent
don't.
my life away to worse things.
I mean,
Yeah, but
I don't
probably with the Laura the last
cut
year.
your
It's
hand
fine.
off.
You know, the rate things are going, I'm probably going to have to at some point.
So that's
Very
what yours looks
whispered.
like.
You want to see?
The little symbols.
That is what's on the back of the hand. And then
Ah.
from this, each one of these
Has more Wi-Fi sticks.
Who has the best signal here?
Laura, she went last. No,
I can do better
Rockshift,
one.
she went last.
You can do a better one of these later, but for right now.
This is great. We love it.
It's more Wi-Fi sticks, isn't it?
Don't know. We'll find out. Let's show it. Let them show. Give a moment.
Each one of them is encased in a golden circle that has these marks extending down to where the band is. And it's not a band that is like a bracelet on your hand. Whenever you feel it, it is smooth transition from skin, feathers, whatever you want to call it, over to the gold inlay to the other side. And it doesn't feel like there's gold there. It actually feels as if your skin just continues.
My skin
Just
randomly
tattoo.
turned gold.
And it's
Tattoo.
It's a brand, yeah.
and you can still
Tattoo.
feel that location like whenever it's touched.
Tattoo.
No, it's randomly numb.
Of course you won't feel it when I cut it off.
Alright.
It
So
would make your job impossible.
That would be fun.
No, it wouldn't.
Well, get your hook.
Cut off your dick, make that job impossible.
Still got one left.
Cut them both off, make that job impossible. No more fucking Garruses now. Get your own damn axe. Try to cut off my hand.
It was a joke. Damn, he gets so defensive.
Take away my only way to defend myself. I'm gonna take your only way to repopulate.
Who said I was going to be repopulated?
It's a Laura.
I thought that was you, remember? Just go to her all the time.
How it works.
alright.
No,
So,
but you
there's
said
the-
that.
There. Alright. You know, I knew that I should have this before tonight happened.
Did you
Honestly,
expect
you really
it
did,
not?
because
I
you
knew
wholeheartedly.
it, but I completely forgot to do it because stupid Tears of the Kingdom.
So you wholeheartedly knew that we were talking to the magistrate and you were gonna do this.
Yeah.
It's fine. He also knew that we weren't going to get to have a very long session.
We can keep going so that we can actually do something with this.
Oh yeah, Sean can continue talking if y'all so wish. I can talk and do this.
I have been just wanting to go
Alright.
up in the tower.
Oh yes. The floor has opened once again where you were. That leads
Fucking
back
fall.
down the tower.
I gotta go down and up again. Fucking hoe, he didn't just have a way up from here.
No,
damn.
fuck you.
Why?
I'm gonna go down out the fucking door and on my carpet again, I guess.
Interns don't get to use the executive elevator.
Bullshit, I do what I
I need to go
want.
try this shit again and see if I don't get up.
Alright, fine. We'll see how the room turns like
descend.
Good thing we go down, we go down.
I go down with him.
Alright. On your way
So
down.
we all going.
Downstairs. Because we have to go downstairs to go upstairs, right? That makes sense.
It's not stairs.
Yeah,
There wasn't
no.
stairs up.
Hope you guys didn't skip leg day.
There was stairs. It's just extended down from the ceiling. The water ceiling, remember?
I want to roll to see who's
I mean, up to the tower.
That was something.
Yeah.
Yes. There's nothing that y'all saw.
You ever think about how pineapples and apples don't have a lot in common?
Did you think that because it had pine apple that it would be the same thing as an apple just from a pine tree?
No.
But whoever named it was high as
Or a
shit.
pine cone but an apple? Like, what the fuck?
No,
I
I'm
mean,
thinking.
If you think about it, pine cones and and pineapples look kind of similar.
Yeah,
But apples and pineapples do not.
No.
well, they kind of do. They're both round-ish, and they both have a.
My bro, is there stairs to go up or do we gotta take the thingy? You're supposed to be
There,
telling us.
once you get to the bottom of it.
He's drawing.
Alright, so once you get to the bottom of it, there is a librarian waiting for you at the very bottom. Follow me. As it extends its hands, and it goes over to the right, to one of the walls. Do you follow?
Yep.
Yes.
Alright. So, after it gets to one of the walls, whenever it gets there, there is a doorway. And in the doorway, there's just what looks like a room. Enter, please.
Okay.
We enter.
Does Ferno follow?
Fernan now follows you, yes.
And Ghost.
Okay, yep.
Nice.
I still see all the stuff I've seen last time.
Mhm.
With magic.
Okay. By the way, that individual was empty, and then whenever you heard all the psst and everything, lit up. Very much brighter than anything else.
In the combo? In the combo color?
Yes. Mhm. And it was brighter than any of the magic weapons or magic things that any of y'all possess.
Okay.
Don't go to share my views with Roxer today.
Right. Oh, by the way, it was a 32, not 14. Alright, once y'all enter into the box, the door closes. And then a light comes on above it.
Oh my god, guys, we're in an elevator.
From the wall,
That was supposed to last you all week.
excuse me. From the wall, a small humanoid materializes as it just kind of appears out of the wall. It's not as if a door opens or anything, it just forms itself out of the wall. Once it forms itself out of the wall,
May I have some apple pies?
it extends its hand up and a control box then materializes on the wall before it presses a button, and you wait a few seconds and then the room starts to move.
We're in an elevator, guys.
We're in an elevator.
Nothing bad ever happens in an elevator.
It was the most dramatic way for someone to say you were in an elevator.
Elevators don't exist in this world.
Honestly, you did great.
So, after about
At least there's no Captain America. We don't
2
have to
or
go. He's
3
gonna beat
minutes,
us up.
the room stops moving, and the door opens. Sitting in front of you is you are on the very top. You're on the very top of the tower, and the device is in front of you, moving, stopping, moving, stopping. At this point, you can hear that every time it stops, you hear. As you hear it, it's very much a grinding noise and squeaking.
I'm gonna investigate it.
Alright. By the way,
Get them all drawn out, huh?
this is Sindri's. That is Garrus's.
Oh, sweet.
There is Alara's.
Laura starts with an E, not an A.
It's fine. I just wrote things down too. Shut up. I'm sorry. I
He's
messed up.
trying.
And then if you want to show that over there to Raksha, hers
It's
is in the top.
Laura, not Laura.
Apparently.
Alright. You want to show a Raksha.
How about I just take a picture and
Alright,
send
Send
it
it
to
to
her?
her.
We can
Show
do that
the,
as well.
it's really funny if you hold it up like that. It'd be like, find the difference. One of those stupid little puzzle things.
And that's right.
Right,
Well,
it's an
you'll
old
have the
page.
circle around it and the work around.
Okay. We'll have to figure these out. I'm gonna figure them out.
Alright, so you wish to investigate. What are you wanting to investigate? There is no connection to the
I know
surface.
the mechanism.
Alright? It is in the sky.
Okay, I go up to it. Why the fuck
Alright.
you act like I can't do that? You told us before that it was in the sky, so yes, I knew.
Alright.
Did it?
So, pulling out the carpet and everything, I'm assuming, correct? So, where are you going? Because each one of the rings is metal, and each of them are disconnected from another ring. There's not touching each other. And there's a cube in the center that is also not touching anything.
I'm kind of going there and then making my way to out of the rings, looking.
Alright. As you get closer to the square, the ring's movement is faster, and it is going to require a dexterity check to make it through. And they're close, and they're getting closer and closer together.
Dexterity, just check.
Mm-hmm.
So not saving throw.
Not saving throw, just check.
22.
Alright. You are able to slide in between the moving rings without any problem.
All
You're
of
able
them?
to watch
Okay.
them and you see, alright, this is the time where I need to go, and you're able to make your way through it.
Then my investigation is a 28.
Alright.
Jesus.
So you start looking around. I'm guessing you're specifically looking at the cube, correct?
Yeah, like the cube,
Alright.
kind of
You're looking
seeing about the rings and
around
stuff.
the cube, and as you go around it, you notice that it is completely smooth in every aspect of it. The only thing that, at first, it looks like, what is this? How is this doing anything? Because there's nothing inside of it. There's no nothing. It's just a cube. But you start looking closer, and you notice that one of the sides, right at the edge, there is a small line that goes around it. Like it looks as if that one face could come off.
I'm gonna really figure out about that small line, probably see if I can get that. You said
Alright.
one face looks like it can come off.
Mhm.
I'm trying to see if I can do that.
Are you proficient with like tinkering kit? With a tinkerer's kit?
No.
I don't think so. I don't know what thing I took.
Alright. I will let you know that this little groove is smaller than your. It's really small. So you're not going to be able to get a grip on it. You have to probably use something to kind of wedge in it.
I don't think I don't know what backpack I took up. And one of the thingies had tinkering tools in the backpack, but I don't know which one I took up.
Alright.
Because you only gave me lockpicks because we talked about it.
Okay. You are welcome to try to use your lockpicks.
I don't
To-
want to break those.
Wedge it open, but whenever you start looking at it, you can't really get a grip on it. With that investigation check, you're gonna you know that you'll probably need something to leverage it in.
If I say something, can they hear me? Like, because
Oh yeah, y'all.
I wasn't sure how loud the thing was. I was like,
It's gotten louder the closer you got to the cube. Your normal voice, they'll probably hear you fine. They couldn't hear a whisper or if you were talking quiet. And if you were to yell, they'd be able to hear you fine.
hey, is anybody good with like tinkering?
I had a crowbar.
I have a crowbar.
It's Laura. Its
Why
name is
would
Betty.
a crowbar be used for tinkering?
It's the closest thing I've got.
So none of y'all do tinkering stuff?
first thing you guys thought of was a crowbar.
I got the fork.
Beat the shit out of it with a crowbar.
I struggle to read picture books nowadays. Do you think I'm good with tinkering tools?
Again, I got the fork.
Oh,
That's what's good. Small. You needed something small, right? This is what I fucking got.
Look, thou asked and I delivered what I got, okay?
I have a fucking fork. I have a fork. We all have a fork.
It's like, I got the mess kit. Which means it
Alright.
doesn't have a fork.
Guess I'll try to use my fork.
Alright.
It's like sticking the
Fork
fork in a
is
light
too
socket.
Damn.
Fork be too thick. Okay.
Fork is too thick to go into the groove.
That's all I got.
Why did you use a fork?
That's all I have.
Because Kara said, "Fuck, try a fork." I just tried the fork.
I
Okay.
said
No,
you
no, no,
did
that
something
was-
small. I'm sorry. My bad.
No, that was an in-character thing. That wasn't a manual.
Yeah.
That was Rain's
Again,
answer.
Garrus told him to try a fork because he said it needed something small. I did that. That's all I got, man. And it's all good
You need
shit.
something small. Why didn't you just use a lockpick?
Because them things aren't cheap. I'm not wasting my lockpicks for this.
Guess you're not doing it then. You ain't got shit to open it.
Since I'm a thievery roguery type, would I have some cheap lockpicks on hand?
Would you?
I think I
Do
would.
you have a lock picking kit
I
with
do.
your equipment?
I do.
Then yes, you would have lock picks.
I mean, like ones that I'm willing to throw away on this.
I don't know. Are you willing to throw those away on this?
Only if you break it. Don't fuck up.
It also never tells you how many lockpicks or how they break. Honestly, it never tells you anything about that when it comes down to the lockpicking kit.
It never specifies that they break.
It never specifies they break.
They're immune to being broken.
D&D does not say lockpicks break.
Yeah. Okay.
So that one is going to
would
be a DM question,
that
because
would
it
be
does
where
not say...
DM that would be the DM decides with what happens with rolls in DC. Is that the DM decides, does this break? Do you lose it? What happens?
I was just saying, it never says it. Because it also never tells you how many lockpicks you get, because they don't break lockpicks in D&D.
It's a lock-picking set. So what it is each lock-picking set has about 10 to 15, depending on how the quality of your set.
So your decision is
picks
10 to 15.
That is, if you were to look up a lock-picking kit online, you would see that they have like 5 or 10 different ones in a lock-picking kit. for
I mean, I
different
know
types of
lockpicking
locks.
kicks. I'm just saying D&D
Yeah.
just says lockpicking set. Nothing else.
It's a set of lock picks that you can use for different types of locks.
It doesn't
So,
typically use
hypothetically,
it for...
Dungeon Master, how many is in a lockpicking kit?
What do we have?
Rain's got 8 and Sindri's got 9 in her kit.
Okay.
9
No.
different ones.
9 is lowballing it for a high-class thief like me.
I also am a high-class thief.
But you got what? You can't have
I
your fucking
broke one.
Skyrim 999
I'm not
fucking
saying
log.
it.
They're not.
Yeah, it's-
You don't have 9 of one individual lockpick. There's 9 different lockpicks in your set. 9.
Different
That's it?
little picks.
Yes, except
So
these
why
lines
do you
probably
need a
stop
fork?
there and there. Not as much that.
There's a
There's
panel
a
on this
small
that looks
connection
like
to
it
the
can
ring,
come
but
off,
it
and
extends
I need it off.
Can I just break it?
No! I am having I fully believe this is probably a big power source for them. Don't break it.
I was just... Never mind, I was still offering solutions. I'm sorry.
Alright, here's.
Shouldn't a dagger be thin enough?
The fork
Yeah.
wasn't.
The fork's on
The
dagger
mechanical-
thin enough. I don't think the dagger's gonna be thin
Circuits
enough.
follow this kind of pattern. Like the rings here and the bands here.
What do you mean?
Here, let me take a look at it.
Like if this was the ring,
I didn't
this
come
is your
down.
band.
Yeah, and...
You can't get up.
This is kind
No,
of
fuck
they're
you,
very
I
there's a
T-pose
very
towards-
small amount of
I
picking here,
T-pose towards
kind
the
of
carpet.
widens out and then it
You
comes
can't.
back
The
to
carpet is up.
Okay.
Bitch, I said I T-pose. We're no clipping this shit. Dirty babe.
You can certainly try. I would like to see you try to no clip this.
We're rolling that 20 means it's good to do it, right?
If you really...
It determines what your modifier is.
Will this technically be dexterity?
I don't know. What are you trying to do? Are you trying to no clip this?
No, I'm joke rolling this, but I'm hoping
It would be
goes
intelligence.
well. Oh, come on.
It'd be intelligence. How smart are you?
Am I smarter than a 5th grader?
Not really.
Am I smarter than the force of gravity?
You were trying to read a children's book and struggling. No.
It's a natural one.
No, it was actually a 14. Fuck you.
All right.
Plus
You start thinking about it, and you go into a T-pose. You are like, all right, I got this. And then you're like, this is so stupid. And then put your hands down.
I
Let me
just
get on the fucking carpet, and then I'll take a look at your stupid panel.
Then I gotta try to come back down. It wasn't easy to get up here. Did you
Well,
not
what do you
see
want
that?
me to do? T-pose up there?
No, I wanted a damn tinkering kit.
Well,
You
you
didn't
ain't got a
pick a
damn
tinkering
tinkering
kit, so
you got
use your
us.
lock picks.
why don't you have a tinkering kit?
Because I don't tinker with things. Other people build me things.
What, Mr.
So then why do you think we don't have the same ideology?
What, Mr. Not... What, Mr. Reads 9 Languages doesn't have a screwdriver?
No!
Then why the fuck would I?
Honestly, because you carry a lot of weird shit. I assume maybe at least you would have one.
But you won't come down so she can use her shit?
Can I roll to see if I have a screwdriver somewhere?
Do you have a screwdriver? That
Up
would be
your
your
damn
slip.
ass,
Do you have
apparently.
it?
Let's see. Leather armor. Well, I need to cross out the crowbar. Burglar's pack. 1 daggers.
Wait,
a cloak
what
of
happened to
elven
your,
kind, and thieves' tools. I mean,
You would have a screwdriver
What
in
are
between
the
your thieves' tool and your burn.
Necessary supplies to create convincing forgeries of physical documents.
Well, damn, if she'd have one for thieves' tools, I have thieves' tools. I would have a screwdriver.
All right.
all right,
Try your screwdriver.
Got a screwdriver.
Listen, these are the kind of things you gotta know. What
What's
do we
in
have?
thieves' tools?
Honestly,
In your.
D&D is very vague with this.
They
and
don't
leave it
say
as a
what's in
suggestion.
them.
Okay.
Like,
True,
we're-
When we ask you what we
Hold
have,
on, where's
it's
the
because...
player's handbook?
no,
Okay.
you want to know?
Okay.
I copied this straight from D&D Beyond. A forgery kit has a small box containing a variety of papers and parchments, pens and inks, seals and sealing wax, gold and silver leaf, and other supplies. That is word for word what it says.
Correct.
What are other supplies
It
necessary?
would be your stand, a candle to burn the wax, the cup for it, and
A fucking letter opener, I assume?
You gonna slit a bitch's throat with a letter up there?
That's what my wax kit came with from Amazon.
Well,
telling
guess
you
what?
could just wait.
Did you get your forgery
You
kit
also
from
have
Fantasy
letters.
Amazon?
In there, but you do not have a letter opener.
Do you see what we mean when we say you
Okay,
have to determine
you can-
these things?
Yes, you can ask me, hey, would my kit have something
Okay,
like this? And
your
I can
thieves'
tell
tools has
I'm
a
sorry.
small file, which would probably do what they want to do. A set of lockpicks, a small mirror mounted on a metal handle, a set of narrow-bladed scissors, and a
Yes,
pair of pliers.
obviously that's Tabitha's stripper pole.
That's
no,
what you guys
I meant
had.
like a support beam or something.
No, that's her.
Support beam. It's just a random wooden support
Just
beam.
in the
That
middle of
is
your room?
literally her stripper pole. She practices her pole dancing.
Oh my god.
That is,
Did
With
you
the
guys get
pirate
the
hat.
thieves' tools? Okay.
that would be awful.
This is why we ask these questions.
She's
So
a
this one has a
pirate
thing.
Which is also
dancer.
why the I don't know, do I have this
Okay.
was asking you.
All right.
And
Did
imagine
Sindri
what
have
prize you
Kits
give
do
to
you
you, fella.
have? I know you're probably. I think you're proficient in
She could be a
more than
pirate
what you
stripper.
actually have. But how many
No.
kits do you?
You
have?
gave me thieves' tools.
It's not
Okay.
do what you
Because
want, it's
of
do
my
who
job.
you want,
Yeah.
because you're a pirate.
You didn't tell me what other pack you wanted to give me
Do who
because you
want
said
as
you
a
were going to
pirate.
tell me when you gave me
are
thieves'
a
tools.
pirate.
You said you because the other one has like the tinkering tools and the adventure one has a different thing. You said you were going to tell me a different toolkit that you have to have since you gave me the thieves' tools because it wasn't my actual
Thing.
thing.
I could have sworn I told you that already. All right.
Mm-mm.
my bad. Pick which pack you wish. The out of
Retcon.
those two is pick which pack you wish. It's just that your kit, instead of the kit that it comes with it, is going to be the Thieves' Tool kit. Like if it came with the Tinkers, you'll have the Thieves' Tools instead.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
I thought I had
Tinkerers,
told you that. My
yes.
bad.
Thieves' tools, also small file. Would let
Okay,
you do
so
what
I
you
could.
want.
Would I assume the small file would work in the way of the little tinkering thing?
It would be close. You would have to pull it out and see for sure. You think
Okay.
that it could work?
With that stick.
No, come on, Laura. Now's not the time.
Then I will attempt
going
that.
Twist.
All right.
We can retcon that whole question of the tinkering thing. Did not happen now that we know
Sorry,
the shit's
we
in our stuff.
argued so long about
Alright, what
what
shits
we
do you have
don't
in your
have
stuff?
tools.
Well, that wasn't me asking. This is just I'm
Yeah,
going
let's-
to use my thing
All right.
to see if it'll work or try and see if it'll work,
Alright,
and then I
give
can
me
ask.
an intelligence check.
An intelligent
Hang on, I need to write down what number I just erased.
Guy designed self.
I know. Just straight intelligence.
It's annoying, you know?
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it?
It sure is.
23.
23. Alright. So, whenever you pull up the file, you look around at it and you notice this file's thin, but I'm not going to be able to put it in that spot there. And then you're like, wait a second. What if I... And you go to the corner of one of it, and you notice that the corner has just enough space for you to be able to put the file in sideways and kind of use that as a wedge to pull it off. So, for that, I'm going to need a dexterity check. And this is going to be a little bit difficult because the cube is still spinning and stopping.
I know, I'm currently able to tell my carpet, turn, go. My brain is going, move, carpet, move, while I'm like...
I'd like to apologize for
Right?
Currently, Rain probably looks fucking insane.
Right,
Sitting there holding on to this thing going...
It's kind of, with the cube, the face that you're on, it's the one that's kind of turning side to side.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just kind of going to the left and then to the right. So left to the right.
25.
Left to the right.
He's drunk.
Alright. 25. Alright, you get your file in there, and you start trying to wedge it into the place that it needs to go. And at first you have trouble. You switch over to a different corner. That one's not working either. Yeah. Alright, let's try this one down here. And on this very bottom one, you notice that it's just wide enough to get the file underneath there. So, I'm going to need a strength check to see if you can open it.
I lost. I gotta get Garrett's.
No, you didn't want my
You're
help.
able to get
Fuck
the
you.
file in there.
I lost. I gotta get Garrett's now.
Got yourself.
I did. Oh wow, I did good. 21. I thought I had to get Garrett's.
Fuck you.
Alright.
Wouldn't have helped anyway.
This corner is actually the bottom
Didn't
right
want my
hand
help
corner.
first earlier.
So you kind of try to plant yourself in the carpet as you're moving, and you start pulling it. And it's staying still, it's not budging, and then you're like, all right, and you think you start to feel it just give just a little bit, and you're like, yes. And at that point, the cube comes to its abrupt stop and turns the other way, and you lose your grip on the file, and you fall kind of in the carpet, but you're still there. Plate's still in place.
Yeah, I'm not helping you then. There's no way I can roll that high.
Fuck.
What do you mean?
I mean, I can roll that high, but like Elliot's average roll, not gonna get that high.
Double guidance.
I do allow guidance to stack.
Can I roll to see if people pulled from different sides with the same things, would it work?
Your file isn't really big enough to get two people on there.
No, like
Are
if
you talking
someone
about
else
someone
had
on the
one.
other.
Yeah, like if someone else had one.
Like somebody else who has
Your
a
previous
file.
intelligence check was like a 26, right?
Yeah.
You don't think it would work if somebody was like on the other side of the cube pulling. The only thing that you could think of is if they're able to get a file in the other side, the one corner that you hadn't tried before you're able to get this file wedged in here, another file there. Maybe it would help that way, but you have to see if it was enough to get a file into it first. Which would mean you'd either have to get another file or you'd have to pull the file out that you got in there the first time.
I'm leaving my file alone for right now. Be like, you're in there? You're working? Anybody got a file? Not a nail file, like...
Oh.
And this individual file is
Costume
actually
kits.
very close.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, we
resembling a
do.
nail file. It comes to a thin. Imagine as if it's a knife that comes to a thin point where it's thicker on one side and thin on the other, but
But I
it's
don't have a letter.
got your files all the way down it.
Sweetheart.
Kind of in a triangle-shaped file, but very long. And the thin end is what you were able to get wedged in there.
If Sindra has thieves' tools, then Sindra would also have
Yeah.
a file.
Does this mean we would know if citizens in their city fuck? I don't like that. I don't like the lack of privacy.
Why is that what you're thinking about now?
Because she's thinking about fucking right now, apparently.
No, I could take you along the thought process that led me to this, but one, you would judge me, and two, it would take a very.
I'm really glad you
It
kept
can't be
going
worse.
because I went, I could take you, and
And there was a pause, and I'm like, I can get with this.
I was like, I mean, you can. Just tell me when.
Swear to
Now let's
God.
continue. This can't be worse than the fact that you asked me if I had 2 dicks. So,
I swear to God, I'm going to literally.
explain your thought process. We go some
Roxy, you
time.
want to do anything right now? Just chilling down there?
I'm just watching them like messing with it like. Why are we trying to open this?
I don't know.
I mean,
It's the one
maybe
thing
it
in
could
here
be
that
a
looks
clue.
broke.
I'm trying to see
Like
if
a
there's
finger
anything
clip.
inside of this that looks just corrupted.
It could be a clue.
I thought they said that the corruption was coming from underground. Why would?
Yeah, downstairs.
Because they said it started down there, and the latest thing to be corrupted was this.
That is true.
I
You
still
think maybe you could ask them if they could open it since they like control this whole place or whatever.
Yeah, they seem a little stuck right now.
What about your little fancy doohickey thing that we got? It says it opens doors and stuff. Maybe
Those
it's
little fancy doohickey. Oh, this one?
Thing that we got.
Your implant.
Just
Worth it. I don't know how it works, but worth a shot.
can I open the door?
You can't talk. You said.
They said talk to it.
Okie dokie.
Can I open this door to the core of this mechanism?
Where's the release button?
As you say that, the panel, your file falls.
I got that shit.
Alright, make a dexterity check.
My file.
Shit.
And don't catch my file. Y'all better. Oh well. I lost my file.
Alright, file falls.
It would have landed on the carpet. The carpet was up against it, but I don't just like.
Yep.
And
What was
definitely
your
just like.
What was your total?
7.
8.
Ooh, I was so
Yeah.
close.
I rolled a 2 and a
Yeah,
2.
file falls, you
On the
miss
carpet.
it, lands on the carpet. That's fine.
Definitely was just like, oh.
Alright? And as it goes, it moves out slightly, and then it starts to move to the side, and then as it gets about halfway, it stops.
But it's halfway open.
And it's about halfway open there. The cube is still turning.
I'm gonna look in it. I'm like, damn, we really can get into anything with this shit, can't I? Okay,
Fucking
looking in the
genius.
core.
Alright, so
But you
inside
didn't
of
want
it,
my help.
there is another panel in front of you that is tons of wires and circuitry, gears, all going to the center where there is a window in it about 2 foot by 2 foot window glass cube in there. Inside this glass cube is a shard, a very glowing, bright shard that has a constant yellow glow about it.
Anything looking like it might be just completely out of place compared to what's in here, or
From your experience, this entire thing looks out of place. Are you proficient
Yeah.
with Arcana?
Or Carter.
Our corner.
Arcana.
Listen, he's
You look
trying.
at it and you're like,
Hernikernimer.
that's a thing.
so definitely just. Hey, all right, you good with Arcana?
You good with magic shit?
You use magic. I hope you're fucking good at it, and you know how to do it and how to
Nah,
see other magic.
Nah, she's only good with her hands.
Okay with that, did you?
Now, our tongue's great too.
Okay.
You took it too far, Garrus.
I'm good.
I meant she talks well. Damn.
I need you to look at something, because to me this looks fucking normal. I got it open though.
If you can give me a little lift,
Fucking
I
welcome.
can help.
Okay. I go back down and pick her up.
Alright, make a dexterity check.
I know. I told you this time I'm gonna get Billy rocked off this fucker.
It's gonna be like me solving the charades. Just go.
No, I'm good. I got a 24.
Alright, make it down 5.
I gotta roll it again to go back up though.
Alara and Ray both need to make a dexterity check.
Alright, I am.
Alara's getting fucking clocked.
Guide
26. I'm holding on to that
yourself.
bitch.
You are fine. Now,
I'm gonna try.
dexterity
Ray's
check.
really going. I'm gonna try spinning. That's a neat
Does it
trick.
have to be a check? Can it be a
It's gotta
check?
be a check.
That's
Dexterity
a
check.
trick.
Alright. 17. 19?
Make it through with fine.
Okay.
Good job, Alara.
I get a 15. I get the 15.
Look in the fucking hole.
Alright.
I have to check it, but look. I get you right up to the hole where you can look in.
Okay. What do I gotta do?
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay.
More chicks. Is there anything else in this room?
No, there's a bunch of fucking wires.
You can't
Can I
guide
receive a
her?
guidance?
I cannot guide her.
Oh, that's
You have
better.
guidance. Yeah, that's what she's fucking asking.
No, there's wires.
I was listening to you.
Rain's weakness, wires.
That's okay.
That was funny. She was like, how is that relating?
At this particular
Actually,
moment,
they're
knowing
perfect.
how Denver kind of described it and how I would probably have to actually look, I can imagine other things being distracting.
Well, hang on. Wait. Knowing I don't know shit, can I guide her?
Guidance is a spell,
Yeah,
so
it's not to
you
help
can do that. You're not going to be able to like help her or give her advantage on the roll, but you could do cast a spell guidance to help
Okay.
her. Yeah.
So, I have a question, because I still have my thing active. My eyeballs. Do I?
Okay.
Oh my god, your eyeballs are
I
active.
am going to stab you. These D4s are going in your
The fact
eyeballs.
that you looked dead at him when you said it, I was like, he didn't even say it.
I am literally going to stick these in your eyes.
Your
Anyway,
eyes are up here.
So, back to the statement. What do I notice from that before I try to fuck around and find out?
Okay.
That was a very long-winded way to say, what do I detect magic?
This
Is this
No,
the
no,
same
you
shit?
tried it.
crystal
Well,
is
she's
giving
behind our
off
backs.
a very heavy glow of this.
Is that weird shit?
Mm-hmm. It's almost as bright, if not as bright as the individual glow.
Oh!
Alright. That's not concerning. That's not concerning. I don't know what that is.
That's not concerning at all. What are you talking about?
Making sure there isn't anything else I've got on this. Let's grab this thing. No.
Why do you use new straws?
I don't want to.
Okay.
I already
The
have
sea
straws.
turtles, the poor sea turtles.
So, are you guiding for this?
Yeah.
Please don't fuck up.
Took me a minute to respond because I was trying to figure out where to guide that I wouldn't get smacked. Like,
Okay, that's pretty good.
Her ass.
got a touch.
18, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
25.
Good
Alright.
job, honey. You did fun.
So-
Holy hole ass
Looking
stick on
at
that.
this-
Was just like,
And,
real quick, just
alright, so this entire cube, by the way, is from bottom to top about 5 feet tall.
I'm taller than it.
I'm barely taller.
So, it's
However,
a 5
she's
by
struggling
5
to look in the whole thing.
It's a 5 by 5 cube, and the glass is a 2-foot one.
Good thing I didn't bring rocks, so she'd have to duck on the.
So, with this, you start looking around it. Alright, well, that one is turning. Okay. There, that line is. Yeah, there's the line there. You start looking around and you try to investigate as much as you can. This is something like nothing you've ever seen before. You're looking through it, you start following the lines, and you notice that there's not really any breaks. They just each come to a circle. There's not any kind of breaks in it. You notice that all the moving parts seem to be moving. And give me a perception check real quick.
Alright.
Well, bam.
Okay, that is okay. Can I guide myself?
Mm-hmm.
Are you guiding?
No, I just went wha-pam for no reason.
I don't know if you know this, honey, but I was looking down at my own stats, not at you.
I know, but I even said wha-pam.
Bam doesn't mean nothing, baby.
Okay.
Sorry,
pretty
Millie,
good.
rock your ass.
20,
You couldn't get your bitch ass
4.
shoved off your carpet.
So
So
that's a natural 20 plus my 4.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 29.
Good job.
29.
You see
You
so much
notice
shit.
that the crystal was giving off its glow, so it's hard to tell, and it's almost perfectly cut. You notice the crystal itself is turning and then stopping, and then turning back.
So the crystal needs to spin.
Very much in time with the rest of the mechanism moving around. And you'd also notice with your perception and your arcana check that one of the gears in the top is not spinning at all. And it's just standing still.
You can't move my chair.
Like inside the mechanism around the.
That's why I was saying you can't
Not
move
around
my
the crystal.
chair.
It's the top right-hand
Now
corner
you can.
of the panel, like at the very front of it. You see one of the gears not moving. At the
And
very
I
top
can't see why.
right.
Like I can't see if it's not connected or if it's.
It looks connected. Doesn't seem like anything's wrong with it, except it's just not moving.
She doesn't see any magic or anything on it. It's like stopping
The
it.
entire thing is glowing up. The entire thing is glowing brightly from the crystal outward, slightly getting dimmer, but the entire cube is giving off the same amount of light as the individual glow.
She points it out. Can I reach the one gear that's not moving?
Yep.
Yeah, I would be kind of like muttering everything about this. So you better be good at alarm mutters.
I have been there.
It's a line.
I'm gonna try
Okay, so that line does actually make the whole connection.
reach
This is
for the
going
one
really
without
brightly and it's a little
possibly getting to where I feel like I got my hand stuck anywhere. I'm gonna be like, can I? Like
Oh
really?
yeah, this one's right on the outside. You don't have to reach inside or anything like that. It's just on the outside. The gear's there.
No.
So could I
Gotta see
technically
what's wrong
stand
with
inside the cube?
I'm gonna see if I can turn it.
It comes right to the front of it, where this panel is, so you wouldn't be able to stand inside of it.
I'm gonna see if I can turn it.
All right, give me a strength check.
What the fuck? Yay!
How are we doing this? Because I know I'm still looking in this.
I definitely just went. I'm gonna reach it. So I guess you just went. Okay.
Guess me and Garrus are betting on who's gonna fall first.
25.
25. All right. You grab it, you start turning it, and you hear it. And as it finally breaks free and turns.
Did you break it?
Do I think I broke it? Like here's it.
It's not disconnected from
Okay,
it. Like
okay.
you let it go, it stays there.
Is it turning now or? So it turns. That's not the problem. It can turn.
It took a lot of force to first turn it.
Yeah.
Like it was stuck for a second, and you heard what
Yeah.
sounded like something breaking. Kind of on the same time, it's kind of as if a mixture of what is like stone and glass, like glass shattering and stone cracking, kind of that sound.
Do I think I broke it or broke?
It's hard to tell. You'd have to look at it more.
I'm
And it does look like this could come off if needed.
trying to still look at it because I'm like,
Yeah.
why is this the one thing that's not?
Have you
moving?
had people come up here to fix this? Or try to come up here and fix this?
In your head, you then hear the panel was installed in case it was necessary, but it has never needed any assistance before. We
Do-
have never sent anybody up there.
Do all the gears usually turn on this?
Every part has its purpose, and every purpose is to move.
Because there's one gear that's not.
And the crystal isn't turning well either.
That is troubling. Are you able to ascertain why?
I turned the gear,
I will try to look.
but
Can you make sure I don't fall in by chance? And I'm gonna try to take a peek.
Alright, this is on a side panel,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
I said what I said.
you're not gonna be able to get into the machine, if that's what you're saying.
No, but I am going to try to look as close as I physically can. Which,
he's in the goldfish.
No. Yeah, he is. Alright.
I'm gonna try to make sure, one, he's holding on so I don't actually fall.
To be fair, she could also fall off the carpet.
And two, I'm gonna try to look as close as I can. Because I am
Slaying in them.
barely taller than this thing.
Alright.
And I'm also,
So what are you
I think,
specifically
physically
trying
the
to look at?
smallest.
What are you specifically trying to do?
Trying to get as close as I physically can to this thing to actually be able to look. Because Rain, I can imagine, would have a hard time because Rain is taller than the box.
Alright.
I am only 2 inches taller than this box.
Alright.
Even with everything in there, I am still
I wasn't kidding when I said he's
Physically
legitimately laying.
smaller than everyone else in the party.
Yes. Okay. This entire cube is completely taken up with gears, circuits, and panels. It's got maybe this much room in front of where you are.
Okay.
Before, like, outside the box. So you're not going to be able to get any closer than what you've been getting.
Alright, fine.
Because there's not really a way. The only thing is there's a few spots you may be able to fit your hand in.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to do.
Alright.
Like, feel around, I guess. And see.
Okay. Give me a dexterity check.
Alright.
Really rock your ass, not your ass, but it's gonna touch you.
Alright.
I mean, I was already touching you to hold you, but you're getting at it.
Okay. 18, 19, 20, 21, 23.
23. You start trying to feel around and kind of look in there as you go. You feel a screw, you feel some of the lines of circuitry, and you start feeling some of the gears. Whenever you're following the gears are stop moving for a second before they click, kind of slower than the rest. And some of these gears are moving really fast, some of them are moving really slow. Some of them kind of go, stop, go, stop, go, stop, but in a very rhythmic pattern. Mm-hmm. This is one of the ones that goes and stops, and as you're feeling around, you almost get your finger stuck in between one of the things, but you start feeling it move and you move your hand back just in time. Other than that, you don't feel anything really messed up with it.
Alright. I can't see anything wrong with how it's moving other than it's just one of the gears isn't moving in time the way it needs to. Like it's almost catching on something.
You're able to tell that gear is moving correctly. It's just on one of the time things that, and then stops.
Does this seem like
Stops.
almost extremely rhythmic how it's...
Oh yeah, it's very much a always stopping at the same point, going back to the same point.
Do the
and turning
rings
at the
stop
same
at the
speed.
same time that this gym is? That's what it's...
Mm-hmm.
Like the moment...
Everything stops and goes backwards, and then continues its turn at the same exact point. It's just everything's moving in different directions, more or less.
So the crystal is the problem.
And the crystal, it's clear glass box. There is nothing connected to this crystal, and it is floating in the center. And there's no connection to the actual crystal, or nothing inside this glass box that it's in.
What's the deal with the crystal?
Is this your main power source?
It is one of the first.
So there's more?
Yes.
Are they around the city?
Below.
Can you give me the locations of them on our map so that we can go see if they are also glitching?
I assume that means you're taking the job?
I had already planned to help. You didn't seem like you were going to be that big of a problem for me.
No, I just always wanted a gold implant in my hand.
Are you kidding me? It's so chic. Like, I just...
What
the
is this
design
crystal?
is amazing.
We need to know if we're gonna help. We need to know why it's not moving the way it's supposed to.
It is the power source. It was
What is it called?
a fragment of the original gem that the individuals who started this civilization found deep underground that resulted in a new and unseen form of magic.
What do you call this magic?
It has had many names. Chronomancy, tech wizardry. Personally, I am fond of the tick.
The what?
The tick.
I heard the tit because of him opening the chips.
Sorry, I'm hungry.
Magistrate will alert by just the tip.
Do you have any citizens that created this piece that could work on it and work to repair it?
There are some that could help, but none were around when this was created. Even I was not.
Are there citizens still here?
Yes.
We haven't seen any. Are they only in their homes? Or are they below ground?
Most of them are below ground. Some still reside within their home.
I think we'll go below ground.
Alright.
See if we can
What was your
figure
perception
anything
check
out.
again to look at this?
Like 29.
Okay. As y'all start to go away, you notice something because due to the way that rain is having to move the carpet around to get through these rings, you're getting a few new small perspectives on this crystal. And right as y'all are leaving, and I do need a dexterity check from both of y'all, you notice that
Even better. 23 for me.
Alright. And what'd you get?
Same.
Damn, I was really hoping one of them would fall eventually.
That would have been funny as shit.
Just so I could say, damn, it looks like you should have zigged, but you should have zagged.
I'm pretty good at what I do, though.
I don't think that's gonna work.
It worked earlier.
Very
I got
small,
my
almost
pickles out of
hairline.
Hairline?
Like this.
Yes.
I think it works better for small
Doesn't
pickles.
look like that's kind of the end of it, but it does look like you're able to see that just for like a split second whenever it stops before it turns its way back.
That doesn't look good.
What doesn't look good?
You gave up?
The unnaturally perfect gem has a hairline imperfection on one of its faces. Wonder if that's the corruption that we were looking for.
Do you know how to mend
Maybe.
magic gems?
That is not one of my talents.
You think you could just do your defective thing again?
Yeah, just cause it to self-destruct and then a new one will come out.
I don't think that's how it's going to work with one of their main power sources.
You never know.
Damn. Well, nothing's worth a shot because we were trying to pry
Whenever
that
we get
shit
back
open
down,
when I
is that
told
one
you to use
dude
your
still
thing.
there?
When you get down to where?
Back to the ground, away from the rings. That are
You mean it's the...
The small individual that was in the elevator? It is still waiting within the elevator.
Okay. How bad would it be if there were any imperfections within your crystal up here?
That would be very, very bad.
Congratulations, you have just determined that your current problem is very, very bad.
Damn.
That's something that we knew already. And I'm guessing you're talking to this, correct? Alright. We would not power down unless we knew that it was quote unquote very, very bad.
Your crystal has an imperfection on one of the faces. Small. Barely able to notice. But I can imagine that that's not exactly helpful to your current situation.
Silence. Before as a small part of the grounds extends up, opens up, and before you stands the golden individual that exits from there.
Ah, shit.
I mean, man, he came up here.
He's going to extend his hand, and there is going to be stairs that come out of the ground that extend up towards the individual device.
Means this bitch could have given me stairs from his room straight to this core, and he didn't.
This is... You know what? I'll leave that. I'll leave that to mystery for
That is straight up what just went in Rain's head. He didn't say that out loud, but Rain's head went, this bitch could have led me some fucking stairs.
this
Right
individual...
up
it stops at the edge of these devices, and the individual is going to walk up, and whenever he gets to the end, he's going to move up to a sprint before perfectly jumping off the end of it and sliding in between the gaps before covering to a hover directly in front of the box.
I think I just informed him of something rather serious concerning...
Extends his hand out, and does anyone want to make a perception check?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, make a perception check.
Sure, why not? I'm not gonna see shit.
Here. Slap you with some added
Oh,
help.
thanks for touching my
You
ass.
can't guide
Still
him,
not
guide
gonna
Check
yourself.
multiple people.
Yeah.
Only
I didn't mean to pick that one up.
Raksha, would you also like to make a perception check?
Woo.
Nah.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
I appreciate it, but you probably should have used it on yourself.
That's
Alright.
fine.
I don't see
My
shit.
perception doesn't do great ever.
Same.
I'm blind, apparently.
All right.
I rolled a 2, and then I tried to roll again, and I rolled a 1.
All right. So, Alara,
Unnatural 20.
Sentry,
6.
Rain,
26.
and Garrus.
10.
10. All right.
Just so you
So
know, if I
just
had rolled, I would have gotten the same as Sentry.
Yeah, I got a nat 1.
So-
I didn't even know that he was there.
Alara and Rain, you notice that this individual, whenever he extends his hand out, the glass has moved open, and he extends his hand into it, and for the first time ever, the entire mechanism comes to a complete stop. As you see the individual pulls the crystal out and turns it. With y'all, Rain would notice this. Yours with a 20 don't know this part.
Put your head down.
Bruh, that hurt.
You're being comforted by titties.
Thanks, Laura. I can feel it from over here.
Whoa, boobies be upon ye.
And boobies make everything better.
I'm sure they do.
Is going to look at the crystal in its hand.
Don't worry, Stinker, you got some nice
switches
tits
it over
over
to
there
the
too.
other hand, and is going to feel
I'm
up
sorry.
and down the
I'm
crystal.
sorry.
Is there an actual crack
Forgive
where
me.
that line is, or
Extends his hand, puts it back in the machine, same way that it was pulled out. It pulls this glass, goes back in front of it. The mechanism starts up again once the crystal is put back in, still skipping at the same spot that it was, and going back. And he is going to just stop hovering, falls perfectly down in the hole below him, landing beneath it and walking over to you. There is no crack in it.
So that
I
means
know what I saw.
that corruption that I just saw is corrupting the magic itself with your core.
This is unsettling, and I do not know what could be doing this, but there is a spot of vacancy on that crystal.
So that's not a magic corruption, more like a magic removal?
Or drained, or covered up, or muted. But something is making it to where this is losing its ability to exist.
So this core gets taken over with that blackness that I saw. You will cease to exist.
If this was to happen to every individual piece, yes. This one will greatly affect the city, but it would not permanently halt it.
But it could spread.
It could be affecting all of the crystals.
That is why we need someone to help.
Give me the location of your crystals. And we will go.
Alright. Your rings have them. And is going to, at that, walk away, go back to the spot, get reconnected.
You know you're gonna have to make this as a thing, right?
Fire over. And is going to, it's going to lower itself back down to become flush with the wall.
I don't like how you worded that.
They're flush with the floor, sorry. So,
Ah!
what do y'all do?
You didn't tell me how to get underground before you left.
The librarians will direct you.
Oh, damn, we could ask for directions.
Y'all think the elevator will be faster, or just going down off the side will be faster?
Oh, the
Elevator?
Wait to catch themselves.
You're supposed to go in your dresser.
What? Which one?
Nico.
Not Cat.
fine.
Which dresser?
The one with the fan on it.
No,
It's no longer there. It's on the other one now.
he's not supposed to be on that one because he's probably trying to eat the flowers.
Yes.
He's staring out the window, I think.
Okay, then he's fine now.
No.
He's having an existential crisis, okay?
Leave him alone.
Bitch, I have an existential crisis every
I need
day.
y'all to know. Every now and again, when she actually says something, I get scared when something comes out of the computer that's usually quiet.
The ominous.
I
Alright.
mean, I caught one of my cats just staring at himself in the mirror for like a good 15 minutes.
The burb has spoken.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was wholeheartedly. Yeah, you should probably lose some weight.
So, are y'all taking the moving box down, or are you going with Rain's suggestion,
fast was the
jumping
moving
off?
box? No one said jumping off.
I
How
mean,
fast?
seeing as how like
It took about
the only one
2
who can actually
minutes
just
to get up here,
fly.
to the very top of it.
So movement speed for the height of what it was.
Nah, fuck it. We free
It
birded this
is
shit.
tall. This is about maybe a mile tall, this building is.
I just mean how much. The movement speed of your elevator, how much was it?
If it's a mile tall and took us up in 2 minutes, it's not bad.
It's not bad. Pretty fast. I don't have an exact speed, I'm sorry.
Don't make us do
You
advanced
should have
math.
had your exact speed. We gotta know if our
So
movement
sorry.
speed.
I am
We
said-
need to know if
so
our flying
sorry.
speed
So
is
you
faster
said-
than
you
your
said it was a
elevator.
mile- It was a,
But
you
like
said it was a
fall.
mile
It's
up,
about a mile up in the air.
and it took us 2 minutes.
Yes.
Okay, that's 30 miles an hour.
So it
It's pretty fast.
would definitely move faster than our rockets. And that
Definitely
would-
moves faster than the carpet.
Yeah,
Take
we'll
the
just
elevator
take
down.
down.
Alright.
I love how we contemplated. Which do
So-
we take down?
Y'all
It's a
enter,
lovely moving box.
Don't you love that we had
y'all
two
enter
windows
the
open?
moving box. The individual then presses a different button, It doors closed. About a minute, 2 minutes later, it
How
opens up and you're on the
nuts.
bottom floor. There is a librarian in front of you. It says, "Follow me." And it's going to lead you to the entrance of the library where there is a guide waiting for you.
Same guide, or they all look the same, didn't they?
They all have the same design. There's small differences to each one of them, kind of as if with y'all's individual marks. Some are smoother, some have pointier bits, some are just a slightly different color. There's differences with each ones that y'all saw. And it is going to go, "Please follow me."
Please don't make
And-
us lose this one.
Unless there's something specific
Thank
each one of y'all would like to do right now, that is where we're going to end tonight's session. I know it's a little bit shorter. I do apologize.
That's
I
okay.
had to start a little bit later today. But, sleep is needed by some of us.
Yeah, we all have some other
Yes.
engagements. We're actually gonna sleep this time.
No, I'm going to stay awake all night again.
Spark to code.
Marty, now
Oh,
to
yeah,
work tomorrow?
tomorrow?
Yeah. Thank you all for tuning in. Bye!